Welcome back to the Dodgeball Toronto 2024 Kickoff Tournament. We got another playoff match between Shred one more time and Melee out there in the dark jerseys. Well, in one white jersey, thanks to Ryan Kerr. So this is Terry Thrasher here once again with Michael Laziak. Not sure we got the mic working for Mike here. But Mike was saying this Melee team experienced. They've been around for a while. We're going to see if we can get all the AV equipment working. Meanwhile, in terms of what's happening on the court, Kerr able to take a shot. Somerville lost on the Melee side. We're going to see Shred stepping into a couple of shots. Kerr pops up. He's got a great throw. Ryan Kerr, one of those players who is really good at throwing that outside curve on his fastball. He has showed me how to do it, and my wrist doesn't do the same things as his. And so Shred coming up to the line. They've still got three out there. Wheeler lurking in the back, ready for a potential counter shot at Barbeau. And everybody's still in it after this. Shred back up to the line, skipping that one in short. Tabernor in the middle, helping to make the calls for this Melee side. So trying to get Shred down a player or two. And I think we've sorted out some AV.
All right, can you hear me now?
Hey, I can indeed.
All right, back in action. So we've got a great match here. We've got Shred from all over the US, and we've got Melee, a team based out of Toronto and London. This Melee team has a lot of experience. They were the quarterfinalists at Nationals this past year, I think losing only to New Era. They also may have been one of the top seeds. They were one of the top seeds coming out of round robin. They were the only team to beat us as Mavericks in the round robin. And they're not a team you can underestimate.
Yeah, they've been strong. I think, if I'm reading this right, they may have come in as the 2 seed after the round robin in this playoff. So, if so, that's a really, really strong performance from them.
What do you think? What do you think of the keys to success for Melee this match?
I found Melee often. So they're another team that has a varied group of skills on the team. They've got some elite catching, I would say. Ethan Somerville, with the cloth background, is a fearless catcher. Sun Ing, great catcher. I think it's part of what they do really well. Waddingham out there, Team Canada member in the past. I think that's one of the things they do well. Drew Tabernor is such a steady presence, currently holding the left corner.
He's so consistent. You know he's going to get kills. You know he's going to support his team and set you up.
Yeah.
And like you said, so many good catches on this team. Cam Tumulty is lethal at catching from any range. Doesn't matter if he's 2 feet away from you or 20. He's always a threat.
We saw at Nationals last time, he just made a bunch of just point blank catches at the line to help clutch out some of the wins for this Melee side.
Yeah. You've got Ryan Kerr, who I think is one of the best throwers in the country. His curveballs are unbelievable. They come in hot. He has sort of a bit of a slower release, but it doesn't really matter because he's so accurate with it. I think he's one of the keys to success. If they can get him going, I think they've got a great shot at this.
Yeah, when he has a bit of space to operate, I agree. His throw is deadly. And if Shred doesn't already know that, then I'm sure they'll figure it out pretty quickly. Oh.
Tumulty almost brings that one in.
Yeah, he's looking down at the ground, feeling like he could have had it. And now Matt Wood is the one player in Melee. I actually don't know him.
No, I'm not sure I'm familiar with him as well. He might be a cloth player on the with some Canadian experience.
Yeah, that is the one name I'm not sure about in this. Oh, and somebody's down hard. Simos, maybe the knee. Oh, he's not feeling good.
That's going to be a cramp, it looks like. Yeah, that's a cramp. Make sure to eat your bananas and electrolytes, folks. You do not want to cramp up at a tournament like this. Lots of salt, lots of water. You need both.
Yeah, and hopefully that's all it is, because you can get through that.
Those leg cramps are unbearable. I don't know if you've ever had any like that. Man, oh man, do they hurt, and there's not a lot you can do about it.
Just my calf seizing up, and you're trying to relax the muscle, and you can't.
Yeah. It's just like the emotional part of it. You can't try to relax.
Yeah. Yeah, so he's on his feet at least.
He's an integral part of this team's success in this tournament. I think they only have one sub, so if Xander goes down, it doesn't look good for Shred moving forward.
Yeah, so he's staying on the court, so hopefully that means he's legitimately okay.
So 5 Shred players versus Kyle Waddingham and Drew Tabernor. These guys have a lot of experience playing together. You can see how comfortable they are on court together. They cover each other, they talk, and you can see how quickly they call the plays. Yeah,
they both play out of the London area in the old days, and this maybe won't be a surprise with their current team name of Melee, but their old team, Smash Bros, was a very strong performer in a lot of tournaments. Often playing with Guy Armston, who we saw on Elite before as well.
A lot of great teams they've had.
Shred, obviously, a lot of talent that's been coming together. Simos is laboring a little bit at the back there, but hopefully he's okay.
2 balls coming at Cruz there. He's able to duck underneath both of them. But you can see how coordinated Drew and Kyle are.
Yeah, that is important when you're the last 2 left. I actually just realized that Cruz's shirt doesn't say Shred, it says No Love. I knew it was colored a bit differently. I didn't realize it was different.
Yeah, they look similar. I love the rugby style of these shirts. I think No Love was a team in maybe that they brought to API. I could be wrong about that.
Oh, Giovenco looking shifty out there, but
perfect team attack. Yep. Drew setting up Kyle.
Kyle, who I think is one of the players most accomplished at throwing it on his follow-through, ending up super low, and just staying square to those catches.
So calm. He just brought that in, and against Dylan Cruz, who's got a cannon of an arm.
Yeah, Sunning coming back in for his side. Another person who's played out of London on Smash Bros for a long time. I think he might be Toronto-based these days. I always forget, but he plays in the Dodgeball Toronto League nights.
Yeah, I've had the pleasure of playing with him a few times in the Barrie tournament. He's so versatile, you know. He doesn't really have any weaknesses.
Yeah, good all-around player. Good calm presence as well. Another one of those players who I just feel is very steady.
Steady's a good way to put it.
Okay, Barbeau is able to get the ball through the block, sending Eng back to the sideline.
You hate to see it. You hate to be the guy who comes on.
Yeah.
I've done it more times than probably anyone else. You come on, you try to help the boys, and then you got to leave them hanging.
Thanks for catching me in. I will be back on the sideline, sorry. Okay, Tabernor not able to retreat out of the way of that last shot. So Shred putting a second point on the board. And when things come together for them, they've got enough talent that they are scary. Again, they were the 7th seed somehow. And when you watch them at their best, you're like, how? How are they only the 7th seed?
They must have had a tough bracket. Yeah, just so much experience on that team. I think a few of them were U.S. national champions this year.
Yeah, Giovenco for sure was on the U.S. national team in Edmonton.
I believe.
And so was Xander.
Yeah, I think a few of these guys won the U.S.
The Premier Tour.
The Premier Tour, yeah. I believe Cruz and Shota, and maybe some others as well. I'm not sure.
I didn't get to watch as much of that as I would have liked, but definitely a lot of talent on display in that tournament as well. Now in the retreat, okay, Somerville does like to try and make those plays falling back. And Kerr looks like he may have jammed a finger a little bit too as he was retreating and tagged.
Shred knows that Kerr's got a great arm. You can see them targeting him early every game. They're trying to get into his head. Kerr's a guy that if he can Keep a positive attitude. He's so lethal. But if you're his teammate, I think you've got to make sure he's having fun. And he's going to pop off. He's going to do great for you.
And I think we know that there are times that a valid strategy from a team can be like, let's try and pick on that one person. Let's try and keep them out of the game, not just off the court, but like mentally keep them out of the game. And sometimes even if you're sort of over-investing and taking that player out, sometimes it can still pay off if you do neutralize their mental game as well.
That's right. If you can take a mental advantage over them, then why not? You might as well. Seeing Justin Carandang on the right wing this game. Great curveball on him. And he's another one of these melee guys who has great hands. Like, I would say this has got to be maybe the best catching team at this tournament. Let's see if we can do it against this top talent.
Yeah, he was fishing for it there. He did put down the ball he had. You know, that's part of the game. He likes to try and draw in a catchable ball. He is also typically a big communicator on the court. Okay, they send one in on Wheeler, one on Barbeau. Wheeler sort of slouches over to the sideline there.
Not thrilled about that one.
Yeah. I mean, anytime you get hit by a single throw, I think sometimes you feel like, well, I could have dealt with that better.
Yeah. The problem on that one was a rare mistake by Shota, giving up the 5th ball, which means Sean Wheeler has less cover on the following play, which is where he got picked up.
Yeah, sometimes the consequences come a bit later.
That's right.
And now that we're into no blocking, Melee looking for point number 1 in the match. Shred just hoping to hold on. Cruz going aggressive.
Great heads-up play by Carandang to twist in that throw, get low on the ground, and duck under Cruz's ball.
Yeah, I think he knew that that was a strong possibility, that he'd be attacked as he was committing to his own throw.
You see Cruz doing that from time to time. He likes to stay aggressive even on the back line. Nice curveball. That had a strong dip to it.
Melee talking things over, coming up calmly. Barbeau, oh, he tries to slap that ball into a catchable position.
Great throw by Tabernor. High and inside.
I don't know if he read that Barbeau was going down, but either way, put it in a great place. And now stepping into a forward throw. Carandang is tagged out. Cruz, no, not going to go. He does end up going. Okay, Tabernor, just a nice little hop out of the way. It's a little bit messy at the moment. Okay, and there's 2 big hits. We see Melee finally getting that first point here in the no blocking period. Good patience, and at the end it just took them two throws, one from each guy to clutch out the point.
Yeah, great chemistry on these guys. They weathered the storm when Shred was being offensive, waited it out, didn't make any rash decisions, and then in a quick 2 throws, you saw their chemistry there.
Yeah, and
nice
I think
job.
What Shred was doing, it works when you hit, but when you miss on a few of those throws where you are playing it more aggressively, it can feel pretty deflating sometimes, I think. You know you gave up a bunch of balls. I think they had 4 on their side. They ended up with just 1 or 2. I forget exactly, but just good patient play from Melee on that last one.
Yeah, sometimes you pick up a ball, you like that ball, you like what you see on the other side of court, and you're like, I'm going to let her rip. And it's frustrating when you're not connecting, but sometimes you just have to reel it in. Depends who you're playing with, too, and there's only 2 of you. You want to know, is the other guy, is he likely to go? Should I go? You've got to kind of know the chemistry that you guys have.
Barbeau with one of those jumping turnaround shots right off the rush. And I'm not sure if that's the one that eliminated Sun Eng, but he is heading to the side for Melee. And yeah, I think you're exactly right. Knowing the tendencies of your teammates it's hard to say how it's going to pay off. There's so many little ways that it can pay off over the course of a tournament. Might not even notice a lot of them.
Yeah, that's right.
Good block by Giovenco. Wood takes over that corner again. Ooh, nice spot. Taking out Wood. Long distance finds the ankle.
The energy on the Shred side is high. These guys are having fun. They're hitting. It's there for them right now.
Yeah, and it's good to see. It's where they're at their best, obviously. They've got those super dangerous throws. And they connect with one of them right there. Cruz with a fastball up high on Carandang.
I think that's 2 or 3 throws this game. They've hit a catcher up high. I think they know these guys are good catchers. It's frustrating for a team like Melee. You know you're good catchers, but it's just not working. Sometimes you have to scale it back and say, hey, let's get our dodging going. Let's force them to be more accurate, and that's when we'll start going for catches.
Yeah, it's always part of the, well, that was an interesting shuffle up. I don't think my knees work well enough to do that, but it is an interesting thing because there's always that tension between do we play our game, do we play to our strengths, or do we adapt to what the other team's doing? And again, there's no always right answer to that.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
I think if you are a good catcher and the other team starts hitting you up in the shoulders, like you might have to proactively settle down into the low catching postures, which is kind of what was attempted there. And there's a little pop-up.
Nice team catch.
Bit of a flourish there, but catch made.
Sometimes, yeah, if you're getting hit up high, the other team's telling you what they're doing. They're saying, hey, we're throwing up high, so you have to come back by going, you know what? As long as you're throwing high, we're going to keep dodging flat on the ground, and you're not going to hit us until you start throwing really low. And then it's on you to decide when to adjust and start going for those low catches.
Yeah, and sometimes the best strategy is just make the other team prove that they can deal with the thing you've been doing consistently.
Right, that's right.
Tumulty hit out. Cam Tumulty has not had a lot of space to operate in this match.
No, they're shutting him down. He's a great player who's getting shut down by a lot of other good players. There we see the power arm of Rizzo. I mean, good block by Xander, but see how fast it came in. I'm looking for big things from Riz this game.
And he's staying alive now. Steps into one, just missing towards Xander Simos, who does not seem to be injured right now. We're glad to see that. Shred to the line, nursing that 2-point lead. That shot, unfortunately, not going to help extend it, though. Yeah, Ryan Kerr looking smiley out there, which is good to see.
That's what you like to see if you're Melee.
Okay, big throw from him, but a block and a return shot takes him out.
Yeah, 2 great blocks by Xander on Ryan this game. Give him credit. It's not easy to do.
Yeah, quick blocking hands, always so important at this level. And again, there's that rush counter, trying to find Wood on the far side. Cruz is very often the one taking those out of the middle.
We're seeing this a lot from Shred. 3-ball defense, waiting for the other team to come up, and then everyone goes as soon as they throw.
And it's interesting because they're not pumping as much on defense. They're settling into a block, knowing that all 3 of them are likely going to pop up and rush.
That's right. Yeah, they don't need to pressure the other team into. They're going to accept that one throw and then hit them hard after.
Oh, and they're just going to connect on a few shots here.
Wow.
So Somerville and Eng hit out on good shots out of the Shred side.
Simos, we see him heating up here, as usual.
That ball popped way out of play, but thankfully not too far away for the retriever to get to it.
Simos taking a breather. Looks like he's going for a downward dog. I mean, yeah.
Whatever keeps you in the game, keeps those muscles working well.
You know what, he knows it's a marathon, it's not a sprint. They're up 2 games here, and he's letting his teammates get into the game, spreading the wealth, and he's confident that they can do this as a team.
And that's one of the ways you can show trust in your teammates. Like, I'm going to hang back, let this cramp work itself out. You guys can carry this. I know, I believe in you. So
yeah, you can see he trusts his teammates.
Wood and Tabernor. Okay, Wood's ball is caught. Nice clean catch by Cruz.
That was a nice throw. It was a good hard throw. He stepped all the way into it, just right into Cruz's pocket.
Yeah, exactly. The only bad part was where it landed on Cruz, but exactly. He didn't ease up on it. Tabernor also not easing up. He's thrown from the back, but it's controlled. But Shred very ready for him. Tabernor showing that he's going to be blocking. That fake and moving right into a defensive shot tells you what he's going to do.
The rare double block. Off one player's block into the other player's block.
Tabernor going a bit more aggressive this time. And now threatening again. He's not going to take that last one. Oh, he's looking for it. He's showing that he could, showing that he would. Giovenko is just going to make him prove it, though.
Shred confidently takes that game. They're looking good. Is there anyone who can stop Shred?
And again, coming in as the 7th seed. It's not something you always say about a team that's relatively low in the seedings like that, but they're looking good so far.
You see on court 1, we have Hardest Foam against Royals. Hardest Foam up 5-1.
Yeah, you have to think Hardest Foam is going to be one of those contenders to reach the finals.
Such a strong team. So many great arms. They've got Nick Grenier for this tournament.
Yeah, joining them while normally playing out of Manitoba. And the refs directing everybody to start on that back line. And into the no blocking. Not yet.
Nice
So I
catch
can't even
by
see the
Shota.
block. Yeah, Shota hasn't shown a lot of the catches in these last couple of matches, but we know he's fully capable of it. Can't see how much time is left. The melee, if they're going to fight for the win, might have to push the pace here a bit.
Where's the clock anyways?
Yeah, it's behind the ref.
Okay.
So,
Oh, yeah. Great
okay.
coordinated attack by Melee. We're getting late into the tournament. Guys are getting tired, but you still see full effort on all the pump fakes from Melee.
Yeah, and that's important because, like you said, that late in the tournament, a lot of times you see people taking the easy way out on something like pump fakes. Maybe not their throws, but and then pump fakes are one of those important tools in a player's arsenal for playing defense or even on offense.
It's so important for setting your teammates up for playing defense, but it's usually the first to go when you get exhausted.
It feels like something you're allowed to cheat on, but it contributes to bad results, unfortunately. And Tabernor, nice grab off his own blocking ball. And they try to capitalize on the momentum. Somerville and then Tabernor again, letting go. And those catches are what we thought would be the melee advantage. If they were going to take this match, it was probably going to be off the back of some great catches supplementing the rest of their game.
That's right. Yeah, it just didn't go quite that way for Melee this game. When you have, guys as offensively talented as you do on this Shred team, it's so hard to make catches.
Cruz trying a little sidearm delivery, this time going overhand, getting the hit on Waddingham. We are pretty close to the end of the match. And so I think both teams taking it a little bit easy. That's why we have seen Tabernor be a lot more reckless with the ball than he normally plays. Just why not take those chances if you see them, but
why not? You can see he's smiling, he's having a good time.
He's like, I'll catch it, I'll catch it. And there's the whistle. So Shred looking in fine form, taking this match 4-1, a little bit low scoring considering how these teams usually play, but Shred just in control the whole time.
Yeah, great defensive bout. Two strong defensive teams.
Yeah, so they're gonna move on. Melee is gonna move out. And coming up next, it's one of the semifinals. 1v4 based on the seeding. So Hardest Foam, if they hang on against Royals, I believe are the team we'll see on this court. And we'll see who they're gonna. Oh no, we're not sure who it's gonna be actually. All right, so we're not sure who will be on this court yet. But we will of course find out in just a few minutes, which will be when we come back with another match. It'll be the semifinals here in the men's division of the Dodgeball Toronto Kickoff 2024 tournament. So once again, we hope you'll join us all the rest of the way. Lots of exciting matches still to come.